and the autism program, and we are specializing. We are the #1 certified IBCCES autism training specialty certified. So we also have the program for you to take as well. So I wanted to start off by sharing my screen. Let me find out how I can do this. Bear with me. And we'll get into our training, but I'm Danielle Burnett, by the way. I cover the state of Michigan, but I train pretty much anybody that wants to be trained on all things sandals and beaches resorts. But I currently live in Fenton, Michigan. So if you are around the area or if you would like to schedule a webinar session directly with me, please let me know at danielle.burnett@uvi.sandals.com. Or you can just message Deidre and she will get you connected to me. So 1 second here, I will share. Let me just share this screen. Perfect. I'm gonna move all of this. All right, let's start down here. Deidre, did you want me to cover sandals and beaches, or did you want me just to do beaches?
Well, if there are things that pertain to the special disabilities, special needs of any sort, you can feel free to touch on that, or otherwise we'll focus more on beaches. It's up to you.
Perfect. Okay, let's focus on beaches. So we have our beautiful beaches, Turks and Caicos. This does not cover what I wanted it to cover for that, at least. Let me pull up into my other session here. Beautiful beaches, Turks and Caicos. We have beaches Ocho Rios and beaches Negril. So we have the Sesame Street characters that we partner with. And so we are looking at all of our beautiful destinations that have the extra booking incentive as well for this travel this year. World's #1 all-inclusive resort is going to be Beaches, Turks and Caicos. That takes over everything. But we have anywhere from the buddy system, where you will be able to have any of your autistic clients, whether they be young or old, they will be able to go ahead and travel here to any of our beaches locations and have a guaranteed buddy that they will go with you. They will go on the slides with you. They will go dine with you. They'll take you off to go and paint or go on t-shirt, tie-dyeing, anything that they can do to make their life easier. They'll also do this thing where they test what is irritating or sensory issues to see what part of the resort they can actually stay in. Yes.
I'm sorry. So should we be seeing the blue screen that says sandals and beaches, or are you on a different?
I'm on a different screen, but I'm looking for one thing that would cover what I'm looking for at this time. So I'm kind of going over until I can find which part of it I should actually be on.
No problem. I just wanted to make sure because that's what we have up. It just says training and
I
development.
appreciate that. I'm looking for where it's stated in here so that way I can show you exactly where you need to go to. So that way you can see my practice. Okay, now I'm going to new share here. All right, perfect. Can you see my Beaches Autism Friendly Kids Camps?
Yes.
Perfect. Okay. So Beaches is the #1 since you can get IBCCES trained as well. We also have a discount code. So if you're interested in that, I can get that to you. So that's the International Board of Credentialing and Continuing Education Standards for Autism-Friendly Kids Camps, which we have our own kids camps here located at Beaches Resorts. Beaches Turks and Caicos and Beaches Negril being the larger resorts, and then Beaches Ocho Rios that we currently do not own, but also have the Sesame Street characters as well as the buddy system and complementary autism training. So Beaches Autism Inclusion Week is actually September 22nd to the 27th of this year at Beaches Negril. So you can view the details here at beaches.com. And it's a Sandal Select Rewards exclusive event. So you just have to have that rewards and download the app Sandals and Beaches to be able to be invited. So you can enroll here. And then this week is going to feature in activities that are specifically designed for and catered to children on any autism spectrum and their families. So we had one in 2023, and that was a huge success. So we're looking forward to this one. And so it's going to be a bunch of families that all have anywhere from an adult or a child that has autism. They are welcome to come, and everybody will have the activities laid out for them and a little recap of the event I will play here from last year.
Is there an audio with that video? Because we're not able to hear it if it is.
Oh, yes, sorry about that. Let me see if I can share the audio with you. If not, I will just send you the video if I can't find it, so that way you can hear everything. Let me see. Share sound. Let me see if you can hear this again. Just let me chime in.
This is a very
Yes.
special moment.
Got it.
The idea of taking something that is really a unique and special superpower of beaches to welcome and provide the proper vacation support for children on the spectrum.
When children who are on the spectrum come with their families, they are part of the Beaches family because they understand that when you see one child on the spectrum, you just see one child on the spectrum.
Everything of this week has been really good so far. I love the water parks, the food, the events, the Sesame Street characters.
I think a lot of times the kids feel like they're all alone, and seeing them get to make cupcakes together and do arts and crafts together, I think that's been the best part.
And I especially love how focused they are on autism and that they're autism certified. I think they're a very good resort for autistic people and their families.
So that's where we had our last 2023 Beaches autism event. So that's an exclusive event that only autistic families are invited to. So make sure that you mention that September 22nd through the 27th at Beaches and a Grill, only for Sandals Select members. So make sure they enroll here so that way they can be invited. So we have all of the Sesame Street characters that come around the resort. Everyone but Big Bird will be there. We had parted for a specific reason. I'm not sure why, but that includes our welcome reception, our arts and crafts, water activities, lunch and learn sessions, our farewell party, and much more. So I've seen that they've done t-shirt designing, bracelet making. They really go down the water slides with you and making sure that you are included in every single activity. Then you'll go on to thebeaches.com and you'll be able to go onto this autism event and then register the booking below to RSVP. So this must be done. So make sure all of the details are filled out here. If you have any questions or want to know more about this program, you can reach out to me, of course, but our special services representatives also have personal assistance on what they can accommodate. If you have a very special request, you can call at 844-360-9380 or email specialservices@uvi.sandals.com. So that is for Beaches Turks and Caicos, Beaches Negril, and Beaches Ocho Rios, where we are able to do the family-friendly autism programs. But this event is only at Beaches Negril, September 22nd through the 27th of this year. So book it because it usually books out pretty quickly. So if you would also like, I will email Deidre the flyer that includes the promo code. So you can type in the promo code, get your own autism specialist certification. That way we can go over across the board of what you need to know. That way you can comfortably tell your clients, we are here to help you. We know who to reach out to, and it makes you look even better. Deidre, do you have anything other specifically that I can talk about for Beaches Ocho Rios, Beaches Negril, and Beaches Turks and Caicos inclusions? That pretty much wraps up my specialty autism program that we have here.
Well, a couple things, again, just so that we're clear for this particular event,
Mhm.
would we book our client first, or would we have to come here first and then have the client get an invitation in order for us to book them?
You will go ahead and book your client, then have them RSVP, and then log the details in there. But make sure that they first have the Sandals and Beaches Rewards program downloaded or enrolled into, so that way they'll get the special invitation, but you'll actually have the booking in order to qualify and just register that booking.
Okay, and is there a specific, any specific promotion pieces for this event, like flyers or other than the video that you
Yeah, I
just?
definitely can look to see if we can come up with a flyer. I have something that I'm trying to put together specifically for a flyer to represent it rather than just the promo code flyer that we have. So that's something I'm working on actively. But you can, of course, put your pieces together. We have an email that you can email to make sure that the logo is in correct position and that your advertisements are looking good, or you can create your own flyers as well. And then you can send it to branddev, BRANDDEV at uvi.sandals.com, and they will just approve the logo usage, and you can create your own flyers to show that you are a Beaches IBCCES Autism Specialist Certified Advisor and a Sandals Specialist Certified Advisor, so that way you can accommodate all of their needs. But in the meantime, I will get that created, hopefully. I'm trying to do anything and everything to help enhance that program since I am also certified. It only takes about 15 to 20 minutes to get certified. You take a little quiz and then you identify the sensory ideas and watch a few videos to kind of educate you on what autism is and how to help your clients.
Okay, and again, just for the sake of our agents, the select program is for the client to RSVP, and then we as the agent would register the booking
That is
using the
correct.
particular portal. Okay,
Yes.
great. And the video, you can send that to me and then I can drop it in our group along with the other flyer that you mentioned.
Perfect. Yes, I will get you all of the tools that you will need to be able to promote it and talk about it. And if I'm not able to send that video exclusively, since it comes from Sandals Resorts International, I can send you the link to the video so that way you can advertise that.
Okay, sounds good. Now we do have a question. Is the
Absolutely.
Autism Week the same week annually?
No, it
Yes,
is ever
families, but
changing.
know that they'll need more time. How far in advance is it announced? So like, for instance, if this is too short of a promotion window and someone wants to prepare for next year,
Mhm.
when would the 2025 dates be announced?
Usually they announce them at the end of the year. They don't give us any heads up of when they're going to announce it since they're pulling inventory and trying to figure out what's the best time of the year. Usually it's around the same time of year after Labor Day, before the major holidays hit, so you can guarantee that it's going to be, it's usually during school because they want to make sure they can not have as many kids on resort, so that way there are openings. So you just kind of have to figure anywhere from Labor Day before the major holidays.
Okay, thank you.
You're
Do we have
welcome.
any other questions for Danielle? You can feel free to type them in the chat box, or you can raise your hand and we can unmute you if you'd like to ask your question.
Perfect. And then thanks for thinking of those with disabilities. Do you have any suggestions for Yellowstone and Grand Tetons for people with mobility issues? I'm not sure for Yellowstone and
We'll
Grand
address
Tetons.
those questions after this particular portion of the call.
Perfect. Yes, and I'll share my email address here for you. And then for those that are not located in Michigan, we actually have, I'm going to share how you can access this on the TA portal of where you can find your local BDM. So if you have a TA portal account, all you do is need to log in. You move this over. And then you can say contact us in this little toolbar here, go under BDM directory, select United States, or if you're in Canada, then of course select Canada. You'll see you'll hover over all of the states. Here I am in Michigan. You'll see here's my phone number and here's my email address. But if you're sitting in Indiana, you're going to have Bruce Ulrichsen. So find your BDM this way. This is going to be the easiest. And if you have an interim BDM, some of the states currently do not have a BDM, so it will say interim. I think that they've hired for most of the states besides Missouri and Kansas, Ian Braun. He's the senior regional sales manager, so you would just reach out to him in the interim to make sure that they can get any collateral updates. You can follow him on Facebook. You can follow me on Facebook, Danielle Burnett BDM. Any of the sales team will be able to introduce you. If you're a little timid and you want to just have me introduce you, go right ahead. We are not intimidating people since we are here to coach you to grow your business. We also, before I get off this call, I wanted to make sure everyone was aware of this. Is going to be your best bang for your buck for your time for booking any sandals and beaches. So for this month only, for travel through the end of this year, you can make more commission for Jamaica, Bahamas, Curacao, and St. Vincent. Any sandals or beaches in Jamaica, we don't have any beaches in Bahamas, Curacao, or St. Vincent. So any beaches as well in Jamaica that will have the extra 2% bonus commission, extra 3% bonus commission, and extra 4%. Luxury Club and Butler. Luxury being your lowest room category. Club being the middle, which includes room service. Luxury does not. And then your Butler room categories, which includes your Butler service, the best room views. Usually it's an ocean view or a beachfront villa or an over-the-water bungalow. It's going to give you your top dollar. Plus, if you book the bookings of 6 nights or longer, that are new bookings only made for these time periods or any time periods, honestly, you get the cash bonus incentives that stacks, which are combinable as well with the 777 promos. So if you don't know how to use those, please reach out. But you'll get the $85 bonus on top of the extra 4% for the Butler. $60 bonus on top of the extra 3% and $30 on top of the extra 2% for luxury. So make sure you are making the most for your commission out of this month. So travel for the end of this year. And then you will call either 1-800-SANDALS or you can do everything on the TA portal, and you do not have to register these bookings. They just can be automatically registered. That's why we are number 1. Because we always make it easiest on our travel partners to be able to book us. But that's one thing I wanted to cover here. Does anybody have any other questions on that specifically? Let's see. And if you're a certified IBCCES already, is there another certification for IBCCES beaches? No. So that one, you'll take it every single year, as far as I believe. I was just signed up for another one. I took mine in 2023, and they said you have to reissue for 2024. So we do have that promo code flyer for that if you want to just see if yours expires. I always like to keep my stuff up to date. So if you have that, get out of there, and we'll bring back to a few more things I wanted to coach you on before we get off of here. So another major update we had was the cancellation policy. So make sure you check out the official statements for that. And then we're going to look at our commissionable wedding packages as well. And then we have our travel advisor specials. So we have our last minute deals, the extra commission, educational webinars, back to the beach opportunities. We have where you can order collateral that is soon come because we're updating all of our logos. And then our commonly used forms. This is something that I want you to look at too, is your advisor transfer form. If you are new here, your beaches special request order form, and then your autism initiative FAQ, the certified autism travel professional IBCCES program. So this will, I'm going to go from the autism initiative FAQ. So this will help you answer any of your clients' questions here. This one I will make sure I get over to you. And then this IBCCES, so the code is beaches 2024 exclamation point. This code expires 12/31 of this year. And this one will show you reasons of why you should become a certified autism travel professional. You can also use this flyer and cut out the promo codes if you wanted to, and then add the beaches logo on top of it if you want to make it easier for you. So we'll get that over to you. And then facilities for the physically challenged are also on here. And then make sure you also reach out to Island Roots and say, hey, I have autism friendly families. Can I have an Island Roots excursion for any of these? And they'll be able to answer any of your questions. You just go to islandroots.com, or you can call Island Roots and they'll be able to answer what's going to be most fit for them. And then there's the sensory guide for all of the resorts. So they have it for Beaches Negril, Beaches Ocho Rios, and Beaches Turks and Caicos. So for that family fun sensory guide for that event, you will show which ones are going to be the best and most friendliest for what they say. And then the sensory awareness, motor skills, social skills, and then what we partner with, dining delicacies, their phone number, all of that is in this form and will be emailed to you. My favorite is seeing the sensory stimulation. So that's going to be the most affected when you are dealing with autism families. You want the lower sensory for those that are highly affected, but then you'll have some that are not as affected. So we grade them from touch, taste, sound, smell, and sight in sensory. Same with pools and whirlpools. Also the activities that we have. This is also great for just training yourself on what is on resort. There's an Xbox Play Lounge as well. And then the land and water sports, those touch, taste, smell, sound, and sight. Quiet areas, that's what you definitely want to be well versed on. And then there's the email as well. So make sure you go to commonly used forms. That's under sales tools. Commonly used forms, click on forms. And that will be all in there, but I'll make sure all of it's emailed over and we can share amongst. Does anybody have any questions on that?
All right. Thank you so much, Danielle. We really appreciate it. When I reached out to
Yes.
her and asked, she instantly said absolutely and confirmed a date. So we really appreciate you being so helpful. This is a newly formed group for us, and we've been at it not quite for a full year just yet, but our agents are learning so much and being able to serve the special disability community. So we really appreciate you taking the time to come on the call and share with us. And I want to make sure before I close out with you, I noticed our platinum agent, Patrice, is on the line, I believe. Patrice, would you like to say anything? I don't want to miss you. I know you were muted, but if you'd like, you're welcome. But she may be traveling, so I don't know if she can unmute.
No worries.
But
I'm here
again,
for whatever. I've been on webinars the last few hours, so bear with me as I'm like, I've been training from the 1, 2, and 3 extra percent, 2, 3, and 4, all of the resorts. So you guys can throw anything at me. I am here for all of it.
All right. Any questions beyond just beaches? She said she's willing to answer any sandals or beaches questions that you have. So if any of you have any additional questions before we let Danielle go, feel free to either type them in the chat or you can raise your hand. All right. Well, I don't see any additional questions. So I want to thank you again, like I said, for sharing with us today. We really appreciate it. And I want to let you know that as things progress, whenever there's any new developments that may assist. Now, I do have one quick question. I do want to just at least
Yeah.
throw it out there. For people, for adults that may have special needs, um, I know that they may not have, of course, a certified program like we have at beaches, but if they're at the Sandals properties, are there quiet areas or any kind of sensory information that might be available if there are adults who are traveling to a Sandals property and may need special assistance?
Absolutely. And the best way to go about that is guaranteeing they have areas is by reaching out to the hotel managers and sales managers on property. We have the updated Key Resort personnel sheet as well. I can email that over. That's going to show you every general manager, sales manager, and hotel manager. I always start at the below the chain hotel and sales manager since they would reply the fastest, and say what your clients are looking for, what their sensory levels are, and if they are able to accommodate. Since not every single location will be able to accommodate, but I would just reach out as that is your starting point to guarantee they are going to be okay. Beaches, I know for sure since we have that specialty program, but it's not unseen or unheard of at our Sandals resorts. It's just not as much since with autism, it's more childlike, like in your brain functioning. So they usually go to beaches to be able to have the most activities, where Sandals is mainly focused about intimacy and late night entertainment and bars and drinking in the pool and taking in those excursions. So beaches has a little bit more activities like water parks and crafts, what they would be able to do.
Sounds good. Thank you so very much. And we
Yes.
have the flyer in the Facebook group. So I also dropped the link there for those of you who may be new to our call today. We encourage you to join our Facebook group because we will also be posting this playback for those of you as well who may have joined us midstream. We'll also post that there in the group as well. So again, thank you so much, Danielle. We greatly appreciate you for being on the call with us today. And again, like I said, now that you are officially and unofficially, officially a part of our new family, again, we welcome you to come back anytime if there are any new developments that would be of importance to us to know as travel agents. So
Oh, I
thank
could talk for hours. Thank you. I have plenty of product updates. That's why I was like, which presentation should I show them? I have probably 500 in my computer right now that I'm like trying to get in the headspace of just autism. So please let me know if there's anything that you want to be individually coached on. I don't mind doing one-on-ones. We could do group settings. If you're not comfortable asking questions, type it in the chat, email me, text me. However you need to get it to me, I'm here to educate you. I am the least intimidating person, and I think I don't come off as like the stubborn irritant. So please let me know if there's something I can do to help grow your business, since I am here to grow the business with you. There's plenty of coaching opportunities. I do a ton of webinars. I had one with the TA portal training earlier, one that covered the extra bonus commission incentives. And we usually do them in a group, or I can just do my own. So follow me on Facebook because I post my webinar dates, or if you're in Michigan and want to meet with me for coffee, please let me know since I can do that as well. But
sounds.
thank you.
Thank you. Have a wonderful day. Again,
You
for those of
too.
you who joined the call late, don't forget that the deadline for convention is coming up on April 30th. So make sure that you get your tickets for you and your companions or guests that are coming with you. You can do that in your Evo back office by clicking on the convention tab. And this Sunday, we're having a special Time to Evolve dedicated to all things convention. We'll be talking about our new app we're launching and all of that. So be sure that you spread the word and invite all of your business partners to join us on Sunday night for a very special convention edition of Time to Evolve. So with that being said, we are done for today. We look forward to it. So we'll make sure that those things that Danielle sends to me, I'll post them in the group. The flyer is already in there for with the discount code. So if you want to go in there, you can download that, and we will send the other information over as soon as we get it. So if you're joining the Facebook group for the first time, be sure not to skip the admin questions because they are required in order to be admitted into the group. So answer the questions so that we can approve you. And we will see you at the beaches and the banks of the world. Have a great day, everybody. Our call is officially over.
Bye, guys. Thank you.
Bye-bye.